Fuck Sirenscape. Today's episode is sponsored by...
Sirenscape.
Yes. Fuck 'em. So, speaking of fucking,
Go on.
can anybody tell me what happened last session?
Ooh, I forgot.
I know you did, Jan, but please try to remember. This time with feeling.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were playing and I felt something entering my... Oh, wait. That's another...
Different game.
Yeah. Well, according to my notes,
Yeah.
which I have lying around here somewhere, which I used to update you on what happened last session.
Keep delaying.
Yes.
This is fine.
At the start of the session, our characters were introduced, and we had a PhD candidate, Raven, in a library. We had Xavier, a sailor, who was constantly sneezing. We had Void, a hacker. And we had Alexander, a Russian agent who... Oh, wait, no, an average businessman. And we all met in a bodega. And we were told to look for a freezer with a Cornetto surprise. And someone found the Cornetto surprise and a secret door opened. And we entered the Delta Green headquarters. There we met our handler, Stapler, who told us we needed to clean out an apartment of an operative who suffered a heart attack and died before his family was arriving to his apartment, and the point was removing any information that could point to this agent's association with Delta Green. We went to the apartment, and there were a lot of VHS tapes and a lot of crossword puzzles, and in the bedroom we noticed that the alarm clock was blinking as if it had been reset, and there were blinking lights in the bathroom, and the bathroom was also the place where this person had died. And going through the proof, and well, no, not the proof, but going through the VHS tapes and stuff we found lying around the apartment, we found out that this person had a cabin in the woods upstate in Jackson Summit Reservoir, which we let Stapler know. And also there was a neighbor at the door which was very charmed by Alexander. He really knows his way around neighbors.
Really knows his way about the neighbors.
And if I am not mistaken, we found the proof of the cabin upstate also in a small attic in a box. And that's about the extent of what I can deduct from my notes and what I remember.
Well, basically, at the in the attic, you found a box, and you used your accountant skills cumulatively to search all the papers.
There was also there was a drawing on the refrigerator from a grandchild.
Yeah.
And there was a photo of a guy who was the guy, the agent, and of a woman whose face was crossed out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Indeed, there were.
Inderdeedy.
Indeed.
Inderdeedy.
Dude. I've also got the name in my notes, Clyde Bowman.
Clyde Bowman, indeed.
Is he the
Before
man in the photo?
well, you don't know.
Oh, okay.
Before we continue, Sally,
Yes.
this is Sanne, Sally.
Hello.
Hey.
I know Sanne from back in my English teacher days.
Wait, what?
Hogeschool Rotterdam.
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, long
So not
time.
from the techno days.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Okay, that's Jan.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
No, actually not. No. We know each other because we were in schools that were next to each other.
Yeah.
And we were drinking. Well, I was drinking beer, and we were smoking pot in front of school.
Yeah. Basically all day, every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
All right.
Enough
20
memory.
years.
Enough
20
memory
years.
lane. 20 years, indeed. 20 years. Jesus Christ. Basically, you found indeed that there was a cabin upstate. And it's about, well, from what you can tell, a few hours drive. Maybe 3, maybe 4. The point is that you all took a hell of a lot of time. You took about 6 to 8 hours to actually search the whole house. Which means that from the moment you got the assignment to getting there to searching the house, about 12 hours have passed. And that means also that Savior, yeah, you get a phone call on your cell phone.
You get it.
Hello?
You get it.
Yeah, hi, this is Stapler. Are you done at the house again?
Yeah, we finished. We told you about the cabin in the woods.
Yeah, great movie. Also, Complication. Basically,
Yeah.
We got about 36 hours until the next of kin arrive. You guys took a hell of a long time in that house there. I'm sending some reinforcements for when you go up. He'll be there in about half. Sorry, I'm not used to being interrupted.
I will.
No,
I'll ask
speak your mind, son.
questions after you finish.
Speak your mind.
Does the family of kin know about the cabin? Are they gonna visit it as well? Do we
Well-
have the same time limit there?
We don't know. The whole point is that we got information that the next of kin is on their way. Seeing as we did not dig into if they're gonna to the... oh, let's just say we don't know.
So we'll make haste.
You gotta make haste, and
Go ahead, sir.
I'll send on a reinforcement. An old, well, he's pretty. Well, you'll see.
Grizzle.
Are
You'll see.
we?
He will be
meeting
there.
him at the cabin?
No. He'll drive up with you. He'll be there in about 10
Then what?
minutes. I'm sorry. Am I on speakerphone here?
No.
No, sir, you're not.
No, you're not.
Right, just stand in front of the building. He's got the address. He will be there in 10. Right? And seriously, make haste. What do you guys do?
I already got the key, don't I?
Bye, Jeroen. Well, hi, Jeroen.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
You have
hi.
a ring of keys, indeed.
And I took the two off that were like the two rusty ones that looked like they wouldn't fit anything in the house.
Yep, indeed.
Okay, cool. I got the keys.
Yeah.
Got Krill.
Oh, while we wait for the reinforcements to arrive, we're still in the apartment, right? At this moment.
Well, you tell me.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go back and like put all the not DVDs, DVRs thing, videos back in
VHS tapes.
VHS.
VHSs. Yes, them. I'm gonna put them back where I found them, and
All right.
make sure that it looks like it doesn't look like this place got searched.
Alright, so basically you're all covering your tracks.
Yeah, the
Yes.
box needs to go up and back into the attic, and the hatch needs to be closed before we leave.
Didn't I put something in the oven?
Oven?
I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
blow
put
up
some
the
of the
place.
papers.
Yeah,
you
I'll
put-
take the papers
you
out the
put up
oven.
Oh yeah, but was that to destroy them, or was
Yeah.
it to?
Well, no, I was going to burn the place down as we left.
Don't do that.
Why not?
I mean, if you
No
want to,
evidence.
go ahead, but would be
no
a bit
evidence, comrade.
suspicious.
No evidence.
But all the evidence, comrade, because of the neighbor lady.
True. And I start taking them back out the oven, putting them back in the box.
No, don't put him back in the box. We
No,
need
it's
to
the
like
ones
get
we
rid of
don't-
him.
I thought you wanted to make sure that no one knew we were here.
Yeah, but we need to take all of the evidence that is connecting him to Delta Green and take that out of the apartment. So when the
I'll start
next of
stuffing it
kin
into
check
my
upstairs,
Tottenham.
I guess.
In my coat, just lining the coat up. It is very cold in Moscow. This is how we survive on the street. We stuff coat with pepper.
I guess we can throw it out the car over a bridge once we sort of drive to, what is it, Jackson Summit Reservoir.
Yeah, but why are you
we can
getting
do
rid of
it
these
in the
papers again?
reservoir.
Well, there were papers that were connecting him to Delta Green, right?
No.
What?
Oh, okay.
I
Well, then
think-
there's
I
no
think-
problem with the
I-
papers.
I think the papers were for finding out where the
Oh
what the
yeah,
address was.
the cabin was. Yeah.
Back in the box then.
Okay, back in box up the stairs. Thank you.
Pass the box up. Hold them up.
So tell me. You've covered your tracks. About 20 minutes have passed while you're doing this.
Okay, we need to go downstairs to catch whoever is waiting for us. Backup, reinforcement, person who has a car.
What year is it? It's 2003, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think if I had a picture phone at that point. A camera phone.
You could have,
Yeah.
but it's like it would have made shit pictures, like really bad. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
Game
but
Boy
for-
camera type pictures.
But for the time being, they were very good. So
yeah, but you were still better off buying a regular digital camera,
yeah.
which was
But-
also shit but better.
I
Less
do
shit.
not have one on me. I have a little plan to get us out of here. Past neighbor. So I'm gonna sneak outside, sneak under the door of next door, take a picture of the hallway, and I'm gonna put the picture up to a peephole, so she can't even look through the peephole.
All right, you do that.
Come on, quick, let's go. Sneaky.
Roll me a D100.
85.
All right.
She's an old lady,
This
man.
plan goes off without a hitch.
Hey.
You're like the Scooby-Doo gang running down a hall. You head outside, and in front of the apartment, it's getting a bit late. Streets are deserted. Stands a man leaning against a car. So, what kind of car is it?
Hey.
Oh man, 2003. Well, I think it's a little bit like it would probably be a type of four-wheel drive vehicle, not like a full-on pickup truck that would be noticeable. It needs to be a bit more inconspicuous than that. Yeah, so I think like a black Jeep or something.
I'm gonna put a Cherokee Jeep.
All right.
Ooh, with the wood panels
Yeah, sure.
on the side.
Yes.
Boys
Well-
wanted one of those.
Dark tinted wood.
Very American.
All right. And what does this man look like?
He has dark blonde, very short, buzzed hair. He looks very toned down, muscular. Seems to be a physical type of guy. He has a serious look on his face, like someone that's always working their job, like never out of their job. And yeah, there's not much noticeable about him. He tries to be, I think he tries to navigate through society as much being unnoticeable as he can. Like a baseball cap and a dark sweater, some regular average jeans, some brown shoes underneath it.
Right. You see a seemingly like a group of seemingly unrelated people stepping outside of this apartment together. You've got the description by Stapler about these people. You know that they didn't find anything in this apartment. And you also know that the job is to have any trace linking the recently deceased Baumann to Delta Green has to be destroyed. If there is any. You see this group of people step out. You instantly recognize them. What do you say?
I step towards them and I say, I heard you were expecting me. Is the apartment clean? Can we leave?
Yeah, it's all clear. Nothing.
I
to
have a
find.
car. We can talk in there
Shotgun.
privately.
Shotgun. Shotgun.
A gun?
She's got a gun! He's got a gun!
Get down!
We weren't expecting the special forces.
He
Yeah,
grabs his car
I'll,
keys out of his pocket and walks towards the jeep.
I'll go in the back.
I call shotgun. I get really car sick. You don't want me puking over everything. Also, I'm a
Alright.
good navigator.
As we get in, he points you towards, like, there's a pocket hole in the, like a door. I already say that. A place where you can grab
Glove
a
box?
bag, plastic bag.
Glove box?
No, in the door itself.
Oh, door card.
That.
If you say so.
That's what it's called. Isn't it?
The door card, alright. So you all get in?
So where are we driving?
Jackson Summit Reservoir, upstate New York.
He starts the car. Starts driving.
Do you have a map
Yeah.
in the glove box?
Yes. It's right there.
Thanks. First, we need to get out of New York, and then there's just one road that will sort of lead us there, I guess. Well, there's one interstate that goes up.
I'm
up Google Maps.
literally grabbing Google Maps right now to get
Yep, me too.
Wait, I'll share it.
Yeah,
Already
share.
made a screenshot.
Yeah, share it in the group chat.
Thank you.
In the Delta Green. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
I assumed we were near Central Park Zoo.
Well, you might be. Who's to say?
It's where I belong.
Where is it?
In the Zero Dead,
Delta
you
Green.
have the Delta Green channel. It's just above here to call.
Oh, in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did say there's like an interstate to Albany, and then we get off there on Interstate 90, and then towards the lakes.
Yeah.
The lake.
All right.
Seems easy enough.
Yeah, it seems easy enough. And you got a 50 in Navigate, so I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Do I have to?
Nah.
Go on, roll for it.
No, you don't. Well, you can roll for it if you really want to. I'm not stopping you. Are you?
Fuck it, I'm going to. So it's lower then, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to be under your target numbers, or under 50.
37!
Yay!
Nice.
I can actually share my screen to show that.
Oh, I
If
believe
you
you.
don't believe me.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
We only do that with Luke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
feelings there.
a 37. I'll go grab my dice. 37. You drive up there. It's probably pretty uneventful. It's late. It's about a 3-hour drive. What do you talk about?
I'm gonna sleep. Because we've been up all night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get like a good 2 hours of sleep.
I drink 2 Jolt Colas.
Oh yeah, 2003.
Uh-huh. And I whip out my notebook computer, set up
ThinkPad.
my satellite uplink modem,
Mm-hmm.
and I start doing stuff on my computer. It's not entirely sure what I'm doing, but I'm mumbling.
All right.
I'm trying very hard not to be car sick while looking at the map and then looking up and making sure that it's Sal in the game? What's your name of the character?
Hey.
Oh. You didn't ask, but
No.
No.
I'm just
My
gonna
name
call
is,
you G, man.
my name is Judson, but most people call me Judd.
Okay. I'm making sure that Judd isn't Oh
My
god.
name is Judd,
That-
and I'm here.
That Judd isn't taking the wrong exit. But I'm also asking him to stop at a 7-Eleven before Albany because we're gonna need some supplies in a space. Actually, I was wondering that. Do we have to take care of do we have to think about our well-being as in drinks and food and whatever?
Now we do.
Well, yes.
Yes.
I
mean,
it
like,
up right
supplies
now.
I have a bag of MREs in the back.
and more. Ugh.
Meals ready to eat.
I just need some coffee. The gross
one with
7-Eleven
coffee in
coffee in like the.
Oh. Yeah, but this is America. Can't we just go to a McDonald's? I would like to try Big Mac.
As you say, the Mac Big.
I imagine somewhere between New York City and Albany there should be a McDonald's.
Of course.
I'm positively counting on it. In 2003, like, can you go back in Google Maps to 2003?
Yeah.
No,
it's
not
true,
that
you
far. Can you? That far?
Can. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Depends on the place, I think.
Even so, it's
Especially
America.
in the US.
This is.
like, I mean, like 2000. Did Google even exist in 2003?
Oh God, yes.
2005.
I thought it was.
But we had Alta Vista, which was just as good.
It wasn't. It really wasn't.
There are about. Like 10.
1,000.
Apparently, I it from McDonald's near Rotterdam.
Well, let's
There's
just
gonna
say
be loads along
yeah,
the highway.
let's just say they're going to
There's
be
gonna be
loads.
loads.
So,
The
how?
oldest one is 2007 that I can find, by the way.
Right. Well, maybe there's a White Castle or
Mhm.
Waha Burger or whatever. There's bound to be some fast food joint that's open along the way. So, the way exhaustion works in this game, an agent who works too long or faces extreme danger and injury without resting becomes exhausted. When this comes into play, it's up to the handler, that's me. But a good rule of thumb is that going a night without sleep or refusing to rest after losing sanity or hit points leads to exhaustion. An exhausted agent loses 1d6 willpower. WP.
Oh.
And may suffer a -20 penalty roll to all skill, stat, and sanity tests.
Fuck.
If you go another night without sleep, you lose another 1d6 willpower.
So, are there ways to chemically remedy your exhaustion?
I'm glad you asked.
Well, I was going to ask.
Well,
that.
Timmy, stimulants. Taking stimulants or chain smoking offsets the exhaustion penalty for 1d6 hours. Harder, illegal drugs offset it for 2d6 hours. During this time, your agent can't sleep. An agent can take more stimulants to keep going, but every dose after the first costs 1d6 willpower. Right. So,
Is
I
that
know
something you restore after sleep? Willpower?
a full night's sleep cures exhaustion. But restoring willpower, we'll get to that when we cross that bridge.
Okay.
So we have to sleep.
It's only a
Eventually.
3-hour drive.
So we can take drugs.
Judd, you know this area. Do you know where I can get some methamphetamines?
I would like to try the methamphetaminas.
Adderall.
He looks in the
are you-
rear view mirror and he says, I don't do that shit, buddy.
No, but U.S. government, they always do drug trade.
Alexander,
Yes, yes, Hoyt, yes.
you want a Jolt Cola?
Oh, yes, I would. Well,
With
thank you.
extra- Extra.
With a bit of, yes, go. Do it now.
All right. That means that Void and Alexander, please roll me a d6.
E. Oh, I've only got a D100 roller. Oh, a. D.
Wait, I'm also gonna get my other dice.
3. 1.
So that's 3 hours of offset. Void?
The entire drive.
Just for my picture of the scene here, like,
Mhm.
what time is it now, and how long have you guys been busy?
12 hours, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, what time did we start?
you've been on it for 12 hours. You started around 5, I think.
Yeah.
No, earlier. You started around
No.
2
Yeah,
or
because
3.
we were in the office at 10.
Yeah, so it was 10, so it would be around 11 right now. 11 midnight.
So
It takes another couple of hours.
And we're not skipping sleep yet.
You're not
No.
skipping sleep yet.
So we could just stop at a motel along the way.
Except we were told to make haste.
Well, it's up to you guys. Like, you are, if that's what you want to do.
Well, I'm good to go.
I mean, why don't we drive there and then sleep there? Would make more sense if we're already there. Right?
Yeah, that way if someone shows up at the cabin, like family, we can take care of it. Of them.
No one will know.
I mean, if they're going to the other place first, then, and if they want to clean it out, there's rotting meat in the fridge, so that's going to take some time to get rid of. And if it's really 12 hours, then there's 24 hours until they arrive at that place, meaning if they want to clean it out there before they go to the cabin. Also, they don't have the keys to the cabin because we've got the keys to the cabin, unless they've got the key to the cabin. Anyway, I think we should go drive up to the cabin. I've said cabin enough now.
Yeah, let's go to the cabin.
Where are we going?
Well, so as
The
we're
woods.
driving up to Albany, I will stop at some point at like a place where you have like a 7-Eleven and a fast food joint, so we can get our foods and drinks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some supplies to make the night as well at the cabin. Judd also has like some generic survival gear in the car, always, at any time.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine that Judd is like basically a prepper type.
Yeah, outdoorsman at the very least.
At the very least, an outdoorsman indeed. Yeah.
Okay, there's a 7-Eleven on Interstate 87, and then we can follow that to Interstate 90, which will take us up to Jackson Summit Reservoir.
All right.
Yeah.
The moment you stop at the 7-Eleven, a few of you go in. Who goes in actually into the 7-Eleven?
I would like a hot pocket.
Tasting the culture of America.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I do.
I'm going in.
I'll-
I'm going
I'll-
in.
Raven is going in, Alexander is going in.
I am.
All right, Voyager going in. You guys pick up all this stuff, and the moment you all get out, you see a car driving off without his headlights on.
Can I try to take the license plate?
You're asleep.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Like, the people in the car see this, or the people outside see this?
Well, everybody who's awake sees this at the moment. Like, the people who just come out of the store see it, and Judd sees it sitting behind the wheel.
What type of car is it?
It's a black sedan.
Are there any people in it? Like apart from the person that's driving the car, can we see if there's other people in it?
Roll me an alertness, Raven.
Can I help?
Oh shit.
I mean, we're all there.
Sure.
Mine's an 85.
Well, it's a bit too dark for you, Raven, to really see. Void, what's your
Anything
alertness?
at this moment. It's 20?
Yeah, Void? What's your alertness?
My alertness is 60, and I just rolled a 61.
God.
Can I
Do
look
you
out the
have-
window in my hot pocket?
Is it like Call of Cthulhu where you have luck points too?
Nope.
No? That's too bad.
That's too bad. Indeed. Alexander? Yeah, sorry. Jet?
DM, one question. Like at the top where it gives all the strength, constitution, blah blah statistics.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it says distinguishing features, and at intelligence it says perceptive. Does that matter?
Not in this case.
Okay.
But I will give you a plus 20% for this singular roll, as I would imagine that Judson is looking around, being perceptive.
He rolls a 53 on a 50 alertness, and the plus 20 would make it a 70.
Yeah, so you indeed see. But you can see that there are, as the car drives away, you see in the passenger seat somebody moving.
In a strange way, or?
No, just moving. Like readjusting his seat.
And they're driving off, right?
They're driving off in the direction where you're going.
Can I see everyone that should be in our car?
Yeah.
Everyone, get in. This might be
Did I
related
see the
to
number
us.
plate though? Because I rolled a 35 on a 50.
Mm,
No.
no. So you just
Are
asked
you-
everybody to get in the car, right?
Yeah, but are you guys?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm there.
Yep.
I mean, did it
Shotgun.
look visibly suspicious, or did it just look like someone that forgot to put the headlights on?
You
Are
know.
we like literally in the middle of nowhere at the moment? Like it's just like a gas station and a literally thing, but there's no town around us, or
Well, it's like a highway
No,
gas
we're-
station.
In the outskirts, but just before we go into town.
And it's
let's go.
around midnight, just past midnight, basically.
As everyone gets in, I start the car immediately, and I drive relatively fast to catch up with the car. Just to
Alright.
catch up and keep an eye on him.
All right. You drive and it takes a little while for you to actually catch up with it. It's kind of going fast. And takes a kilometer or 3 of you being behind it. Do you do anything or just tailgate it for a bit?
Are the headlights still off?
Still off?
Could I see the number plate for repair?
Sorry, guys, I was just gonna say, please try to not talk over each other.
I'll say to the rest, if I take over here, some of you can look inside of the car and someone can take note of the license plate. We may be able to call it in. So who's doing what?
I'll look inside.
Mm-hmm. You look inside. Who is jotting down the license plate?
I'll write it down because I can put it on. I've got like the map open, so I have a pen and paper ready.
Oh yeah. I'll take over slowly, like not in a very aggressive manner, but
All right, roll me a D100. This is a luck roll. See if you get under a 50. Judd.
11.
That's a critical success. Every time the 10s die and the 1s die match, it's a critical.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so you have a lot more chances of having a critical, but also a critical
That's
failure.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
You overtake it, and you're just fast enough to catch them before there's an exit to the right-hand side on the road. And as you're starting to overtake, you see that right-hand side blinker of this car start, as if it's gonna take the exit. You floor the pedal a bit more. And Raven, you quickly jot down the license plate on your map. And all of you, as your car passes this black sedan in full glory, you see in the passing light of all these roadside lanterns, an elderly lady sitting behind the wheel. Next to her, an old man. As you pass, and as you look back in your rearview mirror, Judd, you see them take the exit to the right-hand side. Behind you.
Did anyone recognize them?
No one did.
Well, it's good to stay sharp at least. Just keep going.
All right, you keep going. And after a while, you see that this highway has the sign that says that you are close to your destination, Jackson Summit Reservoir. You take the exit, I guess. I imagine you take the exit.
I just want to say that before we do,
Yeah.
we went from Rotterdam to Amsterdam along that road.
It's just one road.
That's actually cool.
You basically left the comfort of dense population behind. All you see at the secondary road, even tertiary road, trees on the side of the road, each side being illuminated by your headlights. Here and there a house, white picket fence, lights are off. You
Void?
jotted- Hmm?
Sorry.
No?
Can I ask Void something?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Void, can you look up license plates? Because I've got a number. Are you able to do that in the car, or do we have to
Yeah,
be somewhere where you
sure.
have stable internet?
No problem.
I'll give him the number plate.
I've got access to the National Traffic Cop database, so no problem.
Is that a problem?
Well, no, because like he has a 75 computer science.
Okay.
And he already told me that his character was a hacker, so I'll just say that he hacks into the database, and basically you'll hear him mutter under his breath, "I'm in."
Snoop onto them as they snoop onto us.
But Void, roll me a luck roll.
That's an 86.
All right. You look up this license plate. It's registered to a Ethel Janes of Saratoga Springs. Age 86.
Do we not need to like tell them then that their headlights are off, and because maybe they're old and a bit forgetful?
Well, I don't see how that's our responsibility. We're
Okay.
doing a job.
Also, just for the sake of argument, were you gonna turn the car around and try to find them?
No, they were taking the exit, right? The same exit that we did.
No, they took
Or
another
did they
exit.
take? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm being dumb. Never mind. I'm being stupid.
That's okay, PhD master. So,
Hey, very, very smart in one place, very dumb in other areas.
you know the address, you've jotted it down on the map, and you know that you have to turn right at a certain point and then left. And as the hardened asphalt road turns into a gravel road, and after that even a little dirt road, you arrive at your destination. Stop the car, and it's a bit foggy this time of night. It's around 2 a.m. And the only light you have is the illumination of the cabin in the headlights of the car. What do you do?
Before we go out, I need to know who has a weapon in this car.
I'll pull out my pistol. I do. I'll put it back in the holster.
I think you and I should go at the front and make sure it's safe to enter this premise.
Shall we check the outside before we go inside? Make sure the area is clear.
Exactly.
You go to the left, I go to the right. We'll meet around back.
That's a good way to shoot each other.
If I shout thunder, you shout flash.
Let's stick together.
Okay, lead the way, Judd. Stay here, guys. We will be back shortly.
He would have turned the car as he would park. He would turn it towards the cabin, just so the direction of the headlight is towards the cabin. So they have like a little bit of light. And he gets out, grabs his pistol, and waits for his companion to come with and go secure the premise.
Alright. So you walk up to this cabin. You can see right away that it's like a cabin that's like it's a house that It's been made to look like a cabin. A faux log cabin, basically. No lights. And do you take the left side from the door's perspective or the right side?
We'll go clockwise. We'll take the left.
All right. So as you are walking around, you see a building to your left, to the left of the cabin. The lights from the car scantily illuminate the outer corner of this little wooden. It's not even a building. It's too small to be a building. It's too small to even be a shack. As you get closer to it, you see that it's an outhouse. And immediately you see the folly of your plan, because the back of the house is pitch black. The light from the car being blocked by the house.
Can we hear anything?
Can I
Other
quickly
than
run back?
the cracking of leaves under your boots? No. Alexander, you are running back?
I'm gonna run back to the car and grab a flashlight.
Did you pack one?
Ting, ting, ting. I'm pretty sure someone did.
I think Judd has flashlights.
Two of
Being
them.
an outdoorsman.
Boyd had one as well. In the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's 3 flashlights.
I
Well,
would
well.
also have one, but I'm still asleep. So.
We'll wake you up in a bit.
I'll give the tactical throw to Judd. Here you go. Flash 3 times, quickly. Just...
All right.
And go back round to the back of the house.
Yeah, we'll go over it.
I imagine, Judd, that even being the hardened man that you are, you feel a bit tense in this situation.
Oh yeah.
You
Always.
are at a unknown location, with
Mhm.
people you do not know, trying to make sense of the perimeter using only a small concentrated beam of light. You continue your exploration. As you round the house, you can see that this cabin has a back porch. Little rocking chair on the back. And as your light shines over this back porch, you see that the curtains are all drawn inside the house. Alexander, your flashlight moves from left to right behind the cabin, and suddenly you spot a larger building than the little outhouse. It's a gardening shack, basically. What do you guys do?
Well, Alexander, if the outside is safe, we should call in the others as well.
Maybe we should go back round to the front and go in through the front.
Yes, exactly. Or maybe, well, don't we want to check the small buildings first and then go into the main house?
Mm,
Just so we know, nobody is hidden out there as we enter the house.
Do you want all of us to go into the outhouse or just me and you?
Well, if we find something of interest, it's good that we have multiple expertise at the table, you know?
I just don't want to disturb no one in case there is. Alright, let's reconvene at the car and then
Yes.
we'll all go.
DM, we feel like the outside is safe, right?
As far as you can tell, yeah, sure.
Okay. Then we head back to the car and
Do you keep circling? Like,
Yeah.
do the whole circle?
Yeah.
Right, as both of your lights shine along, you see a little well. Well.
Ah, Timmy.
With what looks like an electrical pump attached to it. It's on your left hand side and you pass it. Blocking your eyes from the light of the car. As you get back to the car, Void, Raven. Xavier, you wake up, by the way. Because I don't want you to be sleeping this whole session. You three are at the car. Raven, Void. I imagine you're talking to each other, or maybe even whispering in this dead quiet of this wilderness. Maybe a bit too loud, so you wake up Javier. You see these two men with their flashlights and their guns disappear behind the house. How does it make you feel?
Like a deer caught in headlights, because we're basically the only beacon of light, big beam, attracting attention.
No.
But also a lot of bugs, so that's interesting.
A lot of
I like bugs.
A lake nearby.
Sorry?
I said there must be a lake nearby.
Yeah.
There's so many bugs.
Probably.
I'm quite at ease. I'm not really expecting anything weird.
Quite at ease. That's 7 cans of Jolt Cola. Javier, you wake up. And you wake up to a different scene than when you fell asleep. Vastly different, even. Not everybody's in the car.
Exactly. So I was going to ask, like, where are our driver and the Russian guy?
They went around the house to see if it was
Yeah.
clear, because they're the two ones who have a gun.
Oh,
They forgot the flashlights. Oh, okay. Good to know.
So I will go around the back of the car to my backpack that I put in the trunk, and I get out my flashlight and my gun, and I go and sit back in the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
I do
I will
feel a
keep
little
you
bit safer
safe.
now. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, and anything interesting happen on the road?
No, not really.
Hot
We,
pockets.
there was this brief commotion about a car driving without headlights, but I don't think it was anything special.
Oh, you've got some idiots.
Hmm. Yeah, it's elderly people, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm the worst.
Yeah, I
Fucking
hope,
boomers.
I hope they hit the tree.
Hey, they could be your grandparents.
Yeah, they could be. Yeah.
But they're not.
Yeah. No. My grandparents live in the Netherlands.
Oh, okay. Well, they could be mine. Anyway, how was your sleep? Did you have good sleep?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like slept like a baby.
Imagine that Judd and Alexander round the corner at this exact moment.
It's clear.
Come. There's a greenhouse we need to clear out first.
Greenhouse?
Well, not a greenhouse, like a shed. You
A
know,
shed?
there might be a chainsaw in there for you. You would like that, yes. Just in case, the boogeyman come up.
I you know, I do like chainsaws.
Exactly. Come, let's go search.
Okay, so
Actually, bring your laptop. I have idea.
I have big idea.
Okay, now, Void, I see you can get information through thingy. Could you also see if there is electrical sources within the area? Anything connecting to this new thing called internet?
well, I've got a satellite uplink, so basically it's
In 2003, really?
yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
That
expensive as
phone just-
fuck.
It's expensive. It's very expensive. But yeah, it's been around from like the end of the 80s.
Yeah.
Satellite internet access. The project was abandoned in 2003.
Part of a dying breed.
Holding it close.
Squeezing out the last few bytes.
Yeah. Yeah, I launched my own satellites.
In the future, they will call me Bezos.
Basically, I use lasers and I reflect them off the moon to like an LDR in my apartment, which then converts to
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah. So there's no way to
could
check
go
if
out
there is a
circuit
sat
for you.
phone inside there. Connected, turned on right now.
well, that's basically a case of just looking around, because if there's a phone inside this house, there would be a wire and it won't run in the ground. Not in this remote an area.
Yeah, what satellite phone? Satellite uplink.
Yeah, I have it, but I don't expect that.
Yes, I see.
that-
Not
that-
every
that-
man has this technology. Anyway, chainsaws. Let's go
Chainsaws.
get one.
Yes, let's.
So who's going to this little shed?
Oh, I'm tagging along for fun.
I
I'm
say we
so-
all
Human.
stick together.
Yeah,
Is it-
let's all do it.
I don't want to sit alone in a car that's headlights and basically a bug trap. So
Alright.
I'm coming.
I'll go lost.
Alright. So this procession of unlikely companions moves through the dark, out of sight of the headlights of the car, their flashlights piercing the darkness. You come across this little tiny shed. Door's unlocked. As far as you can see, there's no padlock on it. There's no keyhole.
point towards Alexander, motioning that I'm gonna open it so he has attention. And with my gun pointed towards the entrance, with the other hand, I open the door and shine the flashlight in.
You see, like, on the wall, assortment of gardening tools, shears, shovels. And as your flashlight moves across the interior, first the back wall, the side wall, and your flashlight moves down towards the ground. You see 20 1-gallon cans, gasoline cans, stacked neatly.
Technically?
We
Stacked.
technically see them.
They stacked neatly.
Oh, I really heard technically.
Technically, you see them.
I was like, technically what?
Technically. No, and well, with like all of you, you have quite you're an intelligent bunch. And Judson, you're very perceptive, and you're like, 21-gallon cans? Who the hell has 21-gallon cans? Why wouldn't you have like 4 5-gallon cans?
Yeah.
Does the place run on on a generator for electricity?
Not that you've seen at the moment.
Yeah,
Might be.
but even then,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, you don't
not
need
logical
21.
to have why so many small containers.
Being like a little kind of shed, is it kind of like a workshop?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
basically. Yeah.
Is there any evidence of bomb making?
What's your forensics?
Friend. So many different skills. I don't have forensic. Oh yes, 30.
Yeah. Like, bomb making is a very specialized skill, and being a spy, being an Russian man,
MI5 double agent. Oh, right.
being a Russian man, you have seen a bomb or two made. Nothing in the shed even remotely hints to making of bombs.
Yes, that theory.
Anything else out of the ordinary?
No, and even with your 65 perceptive, like, nothing else is out of the ordinary at this place.
Is there a chainsaw?
No. I mean, that would maybe, possibly, like, a chainsaw, and you'd have a gallon can, and the chainsaw would have a gallon of fuel, basically. That would maybe, possibly be an explanation, but there's not even a chainsaw.
As I missed the last session, how long would this place have been abandoned, if it is?
That hasn't been brought up.
But, like, why is this cabin relevant to the story?
Because of the picture on the fridge and the accounts, wasn't it?
Well,
It was in the
Yeah, sorry, son.
It was in the VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And also there was a photo that looked like it was taken there with the woman's face crossed out, and it was something that the agency didn't know about. They didn't know he had a cabin.
Yeah, basically your mission is to remove any evidence that Mr. Baumann was connected to Delta Green.
Yeah,
The team checked out the apartment. There was nothing there, but they found like the evidence of this cabin. And the handler, the coordinator, Mr. Stapler, said like maybe there's something there at the cabin that ties Mr. Baumann to Delta Green. So again, the mission stands: remove and destroy any connection between any possible connection, if there is any
Yeah.
evidence to it, between Mr. Bowman and Delta Green.
And you guys did not find anything at his house, correct?
No, nothing in his house.
Okay. And we only saw the outhouse and this shed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides the cabin itself.
Besides the cabin itself, yeah, and the well.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Well.
Well.
Was the
Well,
well
maybe-
behind the house? I missed that.
Well,
Clockwise, it's the last thing.
yeah. So basically, you have the cabin in front of you. To the left behind the cabin is an outhouse. To the right side of the cabin, behind it, is this little shed where you are now, and like just in front to the right of the house is a well.
It seemed to have a pump. Maybe the fuel is related to it.
Let's go test it to see if the power is still on in this place.
Well, let's not touch or activate anything unnecessarily. Let's be careful, but let's see it.
Yeah.
Go over to the
Well,
well.
but so why are we wasting time in a shed when there's also a cabin where evidence is pretty much the most probable?
Well, we're just checking.
Just
It's
in case
easier to
someone
go
hiding.
outwards in.
Yeah. If you want to waste time, it is.
Well, go ahead if you want.
Well, no, we have weapon now for you avoid. Look, and they'll grab a pair of shears. Chop someone head straight off.
I like
yes.
that. I like that. That's my type of weapon.
Is there a hammer I can nick?
I
Sure,
know I've
yeah.
garden shears, right?
You have garden shears, yes. And Raven has a hammer.
Can I ask an unrelated question? But sort of, it is related to this game.
If you're gonna ask me if it's hammer time, then yes.
No, I wasn't. But how does the occult stuff work? Because I've got 60 on that. But how do I check that? Like, you know how people have like handgun or firearm or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, basically,
I'm not sure
your
how that
occult
works.
means that in your studies, for whatever, maybe your PhD or maybe in your spare time, you have read a lot of like weird things, Cthulhian mythos things, like articles and like stories. So that means that your occult, if there's anything occult that you find, you have a good
I can
chance
recognize
of
it.
yeah, you have a good chance of understanding it.
Okay. And recognizing it in a situation, I guess.
Basically,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Cool beans.
Cool.
What do you guys do?
Should we stack up on the front door?
Yep.
Yep.
So you move from this little shed towards the front door. And as you're walking there, you move up to the front door on the front porch, using the light of the car illuminated in front. Picture this, it's like a balustrade, a closed balustrade, two pillars, a little step leading up to this veranda. On the left hand you see the, yeah, basically indeed. On the left you see a little
Love it.
rocking chair, some plants in a pot that are obviously dead. And who's looking to the right with his flashlight?
I'm not.
To the right of what? Of the entrance of the cabin?
Yep. Like you're stepping onto the porch to the left. Like the whole porch is illuminated, but because it's a closed balustrade, like the moment you step over it, the only light you have in this little part is your flashlight.
Oh, I imagine Judd and Alexander like checking the perimeter as we get in there, so either one of us wouldn't notice anything there.
All right. Alexander, you see a little doghouse.
Oh, doggy.
And as you check inside, just to be sure, you see the carcass of a tied up dog.
Nice.
Roll me a sanity check.
Oh, here we go. And roll. And stop. 22.
You're taken aback, but it's not nothing you've not seen before. But it does give you a kind of an idea. I imagined you tell this to the others.
Well, I'm going to turn my flashlight off and go, that is food for the gulag you would not like to see in there.
What did you find?
Let's just say this place has been abandoned for quite a while, and I'm going to flick my light on, ching, and flick it off. Not very pretty what inside.
Did something die in there?
Yes.
Have you seen if it died of natural causes or?
I'm going to flick my flashlight back on. I think it died of starvation. But can I double check? Does it...
You for sure can. For sure, Alexander. Thank you for checking. Give me a... well, forensics check, basically.
Forensics command, boom, 52, and forensics is 30. Fail.
It's dead. It's pretty dead. No telling how long it's been dead.
I'm not entirely sure.
Well, Void, it was, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're eager to go in? Let's see it.
Sure. Let's go. So I try the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's open.
No. It's locked.
Hey, Raven.
Yep.
Could you hand
Do you
me
want the
that?
key? No.
Well,
Here
yeah,
they
you have
are.
the-
Here you go.
So, yeah, there's 2 keys, right? So I try them both.
What did you do with the other keys, Raven?
Put them back. I only took the ones that looked like they didn't fit in the apartment at all.
All right. You try one of the keys and it doesn't even fit. Try the other one and slides right in.
Ooh, yeah.
Turn it, you hear an audible click, seemingly made louder by the absence of other sounds. And the door opens. Light from the headlights of the car streaming in. What do you do?
I point my flashlight to the parts that are obscured because I'm standing in the doorway, so there's light streaming in, but I'm also making a shadow. And that's where I point my flashlight, and I gently step in, just a step or two. and look around if I see anything out of the ordinary.
Doesn't really seem anything out of the ordinary. It's like a vacation home. You see a large living room, a few doors, a few closets, an open kitchen. Even the interior looks like it's faux log cabin-like. It's a bit cheap.
So I see a few doors. It's like where?
Basically, you have the living room with the open plan kitchen. You have one door on the far wall to the on the left side of the middle, and one door on the right side of the middle.
Okay, and is the kitchen to the left or the right?
Right.
Thanks.
What do you do?
Well, I take a few steps further in and see if I can locate a light switch. See if I can find out if there is any form of electric lighting, or if we need to use like an oil lamp or.
All right. You feel
And
along. Yeah.
And I like I beckon my
companions
to also step in.
All right.
I'll step in.
You look on the right-hand side of the entrance and you feel something and try to is this a light switch? And you flick it and let there be light. The whole room is illuminated. Basking in glorious humming electric light. And as you pull back your hand, you knock over a little vase. The sound startling you, almost deafening. You hold your breath. But there's nothing moving in this house. So is everybody moving in?
Yep. We start checking room by room.
All right, who's
Just make
taking
sure
which
that we're
door?
alone.
I would follow someone trying to investigate for finding security.
All right.
That's my job.
I'll go left to right, so I'll start on the left door and I'll just hold my gun back and just push open the door quickly and point the gun in. Quicker flashlight, see what's in there in each one.
Let of 12 rounds. Close the door. You open the door and your flashlight kind of gets drowned out by the light streaming in from the living room. You can see that this is a bedroom. A large bed. Neatly made. A few closets, like built-in closets on the far wall. 2 nightstands, one on either side of the bed. Reading lamp. But nothing really special that you can see. by a quick glance. Certainly not somebody in the house or in this room. Take the next door.
Yep. I'm just trying to basically sweep the whole house quickly, just to make sure we're alone, so we can relax a bit and start investigating.
All right. You check out the next door, and it leads to what looks like a small hallway with a door on the end and two doors on the right hand side. The door on the end, you can tell that it leads outside to the back porch. I'm gonna check the other doors.
Of course.
Is there a heartbeat in the background, or is that
Yes.
just my ear?
No, there's a heartbeat in the background.
I know something is in this house because you keep adding sentences of saying we're alone in this room. It's like
Alright, so you step into this little hallway. And to the right hand side there are two doors. Which door do you open first?
the internal door, not the door that goes outside.
No. There's a door on the
It's-
end of the hallway and two doors on the right hand
Right.
side. You take the far door, the closer door.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch Starling by his toe. If he squeals, let him go.
Into
eeny,
Gulag
meeny,
you will
miny.
go,
You'll
eeny, meeny,
go,
miny, mo.
Meeny, miny, mo. I'll pick the left one.
The left one, alright. It opens with a little bit of a screech. Your flashlight moves in, and you see that this is a bathroom. An old shower with a bit of a dirty shower curtain. Wash basin, and that's it.
Do I
Medicine-
scare myself in the mirror? Oh boy, yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say there's a medicine cabinet over the wash basin.
Alexander shoots the mirror.
Blam, 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 blam.
No, that's me. Oh. Sorry.
What? What's going
I did a
on?
whoopsie.
Oh, okay.
It was me. Don't worry. Sorry. Oh. I reload my gun.
Yeah, okay. Take the other door.
Yes.
All right. Take the other door and open it. It's a pantry. Stacks of Campbell's beans on the wall.
Beans.
Canned fruits. A few pots, like the pots with the rubber thing on the top that you can close, and with an assortment of condiments.
Any tins? It's like the beans in tins.
Beans in tins, yeah.
Can I just quickly check the sell-by date on it?
Sell by? Wait,
Well,
that's
used by. Best
used by.
before.
Used by. Used by November 2006.
Oh, so it's all in date.
Yeah, it's all in date. Pretty old, but still in date.
And next room?
Well, there is no next room.
Is that it?
You have checked all the rooms. And as
Can I
far as you
quickly
can
run to the
tell-
bedroom and just check under the bed?
Are you checking for the boogeyman?
Yes. I'm just looking for
But
Baba
now-
Yaga.
Now you shoot before looking.
Yes. Blam, blam, blam!
Oh, yes, you can't be too careful.
So basically, you check under the bed, and all you can see is a lot of dust and a large green foot locker. Bit rusty on the sides. Stamped on the front is USMC, United States Marine Corps. Looks old. Maybe 1960s, 70s. Vietnam era. What do you do?
Well, first I'm going to walk back into the main room and say, everybody, check place clear. Doesn't look, it looks like we're alone, probably going to be alone for the next 24 hours before the family even think about coming here. So far, I have found a footlocker on the bed that seems to be from Vietnam. So I think we're dealing with an ex-marine here, an ex-soldier. We might be around. We don't know. Anyway, there's some beans in the cupboard if you'd like to eat some, you know. If you want a bit of sustenance, because you will not miss out on the hot pockets at that gas station. And of course, don't look in the bathroom because I might have had a bit of a mishap with the mirror, which you all heard, yes. But we're alone. We can start investigating this place.
All right, what do you guys do?
I will start by looking at the footlocker.
All right, what's the rest doing?
I'm going with Alexander to look at the foot locker.
All right.
So I drank a lot of Jolt Cola,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to have a piss
Uh-huh.
because I heard there's an outhouse. I saw there's an outhouse, so I'm
There
going
for
to
sure is. Yeah.
Yeah, and after I do that, I want to also like just look around the cabin, see if maybe there is like an attic or a cellar.
I'll join Void, at least to go outside. As he goes to the outhouse, I can keep an eye on him and the outhouse and maybe see if someone has approached the car, maybe.
All right. Javier.
I'm keeping an eye out on the wood line, in the direction that the road was in that we came from.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna focus on that, see if I see any movement or if I see or hear a car approaching maybe.
It's funny that you should say that, Javier. Because as you're standing there, in the distance you see headlights. Closer. Closer, you hear the rumble of an engine, a car engine.
I'm gonna knock on the porch to get people's attention and like point at or just like I guess just like quietly say that we've got company.
I'll kill the lights quickly.
Click. Lights off. From the
I think I
switch-
misunderstood. Where did you see this?
Headlights coming from the same place that we came from, the same direction that we came
Oh,
from.
okay.
So are the car lights still on?
They are.
What do you do?
After
Run to the car, turn them off quickly.
I'm also
Judd-
turning off my own switch light.
Judd
Right.
will position himself outside, maybe like towards the well, but out of the light of the headlights, so he can see these people if they approach the cabin.
All right.
Yeah, I hide in the outhouse.
Right, so you run to the outhouse, Void. All of you are gearing up to see who's what and what's what. And in the distance, you hear a faint sound coming from this car. Sounds like music. And distant music. And suddenly you hear clear as day the unmistakable lyrics of the 2003 hit song
Here we go.
"You Can't Take the Honky Tonk Out of the Girl."
What?
What?
Indeed.
You fucking what, mate?
And you're all feeling quite tense, confused with the song. As you gear up to fight or flight, you don't know what's going on. You see that the car is just passing on the distant road.
Hmm.
Lighten up, guys. It's just a car.
Are we? So we are like pretty close to the road then, because I had the impression that we were like quite a bit off the main road.
You're quite
Yeah,
a
that's
bit
what I
off the
thought.
main road, indeed. Doesn't mean that there's no other roads around.
Can you give us a time check? Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Time check.
Can you give us a time check? And also, what's the date? What's like the actual date? Like what season are we in?
Fall. Autumn.
Okay.
Autumn.
Autumn.
Yeah.
Autumn.
Autumn.
It's called autumn because the trees turn a bright red. It's called fall because leaves fall. And it's about 4:25 a.m.
So a while until sunrise.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Checking this time in combination with the music that you just heard might just be somebody going to his job. Or it might be someone else doing something
partiers.
else.
Always that extra sentence, isn't there?
There always
go-
is.
Judd goes back into the house
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "If everything's safe in here, maybe we should have some rest. I think I'm the freshest out of us all. Xavier, you had some sleep as well, right?
Yeah, indeed.
So maybe like we should take a watch, let the rest sleep, then we change it up."
Do you want me to take first watch? I've just had some sleep.
Well, I'll join you.
It's all the same to me.
Next watch will probably be in the light, so it would be sufficient to be done by a one-armed person, I guess.
Void, you're in the outhouse.
I'm in the outhouse.
Doing
And
your
you know-
business or
I started pissing,
mm-hmm.
and then I realized I also needed to poop. So I sat down and I started like doing my business.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And yeah, you know, it's like cramps, you know, like
Mm-hmm. But do you have a flashlight with you?
I do, both of them, yeah.
Hmm. Do you ever get the feeling that when you're sitting in the toilet, something might creep up on you? Just
No.
imagine sitting in a really weird place in an outhouse and just sitting down, a finger lightly caressing your bum.
It's what I live for,
Mm.
like the gentle poking at my sphincter.
Indeed.
Mm.
But that's neither here nor there. So you poop.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
It's it's a toxic dump.
Yeah.
And I finished my business. So is there any toilet paper?
Roll a luck roll.
Roll a toilet roll.
Roll for toilet paper.
That's 55.
That's a critical fail.
No paquetes, vapores, paperas.
There
Nope.
is absolutely no toilet paper.
Well,
And you
fuck,
didn't wear any socks today.
I did not.
Where are you going with that, DM?
It's the only thing I could think of. Like, that's something you might not miss the moment you have to, in a pinch.
Unaware.
Ah. Oh yeah, that's also a possibility.
No. So
It's gonna get in there in any other way, so...
yeah.
I just thought, you know, like using the hand.
Ugh.
Maybe
Okay,
steel.
let's not continue down this path.
It's too much power
Indeed.
for the DM.
Indeed. I mean,
Simulator 2021.
Eldritch horror's okay, but bodily fluids? No, thank you.
So yeah, I improvise a solution,
Mm-hmm.
which leaves me not entirely clean,
Indeed.
but you know, clean enough.
Yeah. Well, you saw that there, or saw or heard that there is a shower in the house.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good idea that I had in there before I take a rest.
Might be the best, indeed.
So I walk in the house and they say, "Hey guys, funny thing. Is there any toilet paper in the pantry?
No,
Yeah,
just beans.
better bring some." And I'm just going to take a grab. I'm gonna, you know, take a quick shower and rest. And I like try to avoid coming close to anyone.
Yeah. I'd imagine.
And I
Alexander, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna cut off this little thing. You're gonna take a shower.
Do I smell poop?
I cut off the little thing. Alexander, Raven, you guys are looking at a green footlocker. Do you open it?
I say you open it, I'll have my gun ready in case something jump out. You never know. You open it. Go.
Yeah, open.
Alright. You open this little footlocker, and the thing that strikes you immediately is a manila folder with a green triangle on the front, the symbol of Delta Green. Next to it is an envelope, a regular mail envelope. On the front it says, "Read me." What do you do?
I say you don't read it. That's what they want you to do.
I want to take it to the main room instead of have it in the bedroom so other people can see it because I think this is important.
All right.
To read all together rather than read out loud or read on our own.
Are there any like little lamps or say a fire, like a log fire or anything, just to give off a little bit of light but not illuminate the entire room?
Yeah, there is.
I was wondering that.
Yeah, there is a little hearth. Is that what you call it?
Mm.
Yeah, a fireplace. A little
Yeah.
fireplace. Yeah.
So I'm gonna light the little fireplace so we can read it in the dim light.
That's not ominous at all. All right. Which one do you open first?
I guess the readme envelope.
All right. Sana, could you be a deer
Possibly.
and read out loud
No.
this?
Nah.
I can't read.
I have a PhD, but I can't read.
I've been faking all my life.
Okay, to whom it may concern, if you're reading this note, I can assume I have died or become incapacitated before I had the courage to complete my final mission. You'll find about 20 gallons of gas in the shed behind this cabin. We've already found that. Pour it into the septic tank beside the cabin and ignite it. You'd be happier if you didn't look inside. Please make sure that the remains are kept from my children. I am so sorry. God, please forgive me. Clyde
Bowman.
Bowman. Thanks. Pour it into the septic tank beside the cabin. Is that the well or is that the outhouse that Void just went to?
Well, it'd lead to the septic tank, wouldn't it? The outhouse.
But that's what a septic tank is for.
Septic tank.
But it might also be a septic tank for the house.
But it says don't look inside. I really want to look inside right now.
Yeah.
What is in
Can we-
file? Let's look in file first. What is manila?
Yes. What's in the manila folder?
Manila folder has an assortment of snippets. Basically all dating from 73 to 76. And it's all Delta Green stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Interviews with people. Death certificates. A passport made out to a John Jameson with the
Photo
same
of
picture of the man you saw in the picture. It's like a fake passport. Fake driver's license made out to Topper Harley. Same picture. And below the Manila folder are cassette tapes. Dozens and dozens of cassette tapes. What do you
Okay.
do?
I do still think we need to get some rest before we do anything and do stuff in daylight rather than in the night. I think we need some sleep. Or some of us at least.
Oh.
Do people agree?
Yep.
Yeah, and I think the description of the septic tank and the gasoline doesn't bode well for us to actually investigate it. And in any case, we are here to destroy any links, not to observe them.
Well, during your first watch, do you want to start filling the septic tank up with the gasoline?
Well, I'd rather do it during the day, actually, because we might draw some attention by starting a huge fire during the night.
I'm not saying light it, I'm saying fill up during the night, under the cover of darkness.
I think we should wait until morning. Or at least until we've all had some sleep and we're in bigger numbers.
I agree.
Does anyone have a Sony Walkman we can start listening to these cassette tapes?
Car? Radio?
Yeah, you could use the car at least, or something in the house, maybe.
I was thinking inside the house so we don't have to stay outside. I was thinking some of us could listen to the first half of these tapes during one watch and listen to the other half during the other watch, and then by morning we know exactly what is going on with his last mission.
Am I already done showering?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I can whip up a cassette listening thing from stuff from the car. It's no problem.
Is
It's
it no
not this-
problem though?
I just take the car battery, the car radio, and a speaker. It's easy peasy.
Motherfucking MacGyver.
Well, I'd really prefer if we kept the car in working order so we can leave at a moment's notice.
Is there any electrical equipment in the house?
Yeah, sure. There are. There's like the lamps are electric.
Anything with
hi-fi?
anything with a transformer inside?
Dude, you're asking me questions that I do not know for real.
Well, to keep it simple, is there a hi-fi stereo in the house?
And not that you have found. Maybe in one of the closets. Javier, what are you doing this time?
I think that. Well, I haven't eaten in a long time, so I'm gonna start heating up those beans.
Good idea. All right.
And yeah, I'm just like I'm gonna let those guys like have their discussion about like listening to the tapes, because I'm just like, we need to destroy them anyway. Like it doesn't matter if you listen to it or not.
All right. It's right now out of game 10 o'clock. We have about half an hour of playtime left, I think. You guys cool with pushing it half hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
All right. Then let's
Can I
have.
grab beer quick?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I've really got to pee, so be right back. 5 minutes.
Doom, 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 doom. Ooh, ooh.
Hello.
Hello.
Can't open my beer. Oh, I can open it.
Yeah, I've opened my vodka a long time ago.
Vodka.
Yeah. It's just
Nice.
water.
I got a nice one. It's, I don't know if you can read it.
Vocation.
Vocation in Brew York. It's a chocolate caramel stout.
Nice. I had Brouwerij Kees barley wine,
Mmm.
which was very nice.
This
But
is one of my
also-
favorites.
What you drinking?
Sounds really good.
It's Vocation in Brew York Sweet Temptation, which is a chocolate caramel stout.
Nice. Very nice. So, are you guys scared?
Always and never.
I'm
sort of-
making a sandwich, but we can continue at any time. I'm just here listening.
All right.
I mean, I play these games to die, so
All right.
I'm
So
scared.
everybody is. You're all taking a, as they say in some other system that shall not be named, a short rest.
okay. So I play Song of Rest.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Give some bardic inspiration.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Trigger feeling.
so all my warlock spell slots are now recharged.
Recharged indeed. I will roll on the random encounter table. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good.
So we hear a flapping of wings and suddenly
Yes.
Tiamat.
Indeed.
Nice.
So you're taking a short rest, and Javier is making some beans, eating them. Indeed. And takes an hour or 3, and you see that the sun is coming up. It's gonna be day soon. Are you waking everybody up, Javier? After eating 16 cans of beans.
I'm going to the outhouse first, and then I'm going.
All right, so you're going to the outhouse.
But I make sure to take some toilet paper with me.
Well done.
And if there isn't any in the house, I'm gonna ask Judd if he has any in his car.
Yep. Yes. The
Because
answer is
being
yes.
an outdoorsman, I assume he does.
You can use my underpants.
He doesn't know how to use the shells.
That would hurt so much.
I know, man.
I
like,
never
what-
get that
I
joke. Like,
never
it
got
would
it.
hurt.
I think that's the point. Though,
It's
isn't
like the only thing I can imagine is like scraping or something. Never mind.
Ah, no,
Anyway.
no.
it? Yeah, but what's the second and third for?
Can we
Ex-
stop talking about
ex-
poo, please?
Extra
No.
Javier, you're stepping out, and you're getting that camping feeling with the toilet roll under your arm, moving towards the outhouse. And with your 60 alertness, you hear something rustling to your right, just behind the outhouse. A few meters behind the outhouse, towards the tree line. What do you do?
Like rustling big, or like is it clearly someone hiding in the bushes, or does it sound like, I don't know, like a tiny bird that like scared or something?
Sounds fairly large,
Hmm.
rustling through the underbrush.
I'm gonna turn back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna mention this to Judd. And I'm gonna ask, like, should I just, like, throw a rock at it or something? See if there's a person hiding there.
Like, was it right behind the outhouse?
Yeah, a few meters back, like from what he could tell. If you have the outhouse, it's a bit to the left, few meters back.
Jed will go check together with Xavier, like guns drawn, pointed at the direction of the sound.
So you
Like,
both-
if it's anything serious, we're in so much danger. Like, John is busy with, like, I'm not gonna die.
You're
Yeah,
walking
and I think-
towards it, yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm gonna hold, like, at least 10 meters distance or, like, 15 meters distance between me and wherever I heard the sound.
Alright. You're sneaking up on it. Well, you both are fairly confident. You're both military men, different branches, but still. You know how to sneak about. The only sound you hear are the crows and ravens in the background. The sound of leaves crushing under your feet. And in the bushes, something scurrying in the undergrowth. And as you get closer, scurrying stops. And suddenly you see it. As it rears up its head. A small deer. You feel
Shoo!
yes, you say shoo. Kind of feel elated, relieved that it's just a deer. And as you look at the deer, Xavier, with your 60 alertness, you don't even register it consciously, but subconsciously you see on the left side a white metal thing sticking out of the ground. It's like a cylinder. Huge cylinder. Maybe even tank-like.
Like, off in the distance, or?
A few meters to your left.
Wait, how huge are we talking about? Because I was imagining, like, 10 meters wide, 20 meters high.
No, it's
That we somehow missed? Or...
basically buried. Might even be a septic tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. So yeah, I'll point Judd at it. Like, that's probably the septic tank over there.
Does that mean that it opens from the top?
Yep.
And does it have like a smaller opening for like fluids or something, and a bigger opening to look into it, or is it just the one circular?
Well, Judd, you have seen your fair share of cabins, and also a lot of them with septic tanks. But it doesn't really add up, because why have an outhouse if you have a septic tank?
Well, apparently to hide something in it.
Yeah, and they are usually buried. The opening isn't really readily accessible normally.
Well, I just make a mental note of where it is. We
Mhm.
know how to find it. Xavier, should we get the group together and gather the gas, maybe?
Yeah, you go and get them. I'm gonna finish my business.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I go inside of the cabin, tell everyone that we found the septic tank. And does anyone object to the idea of just burning it?
Is it light now? Oops, sorry.
Yep, it's like...
Okay, I don't want to be near the septic tank, but can I go up the roof and watch from there? I've got high acrobatics, and I was wondering if I could get like a viewpoint of the area now that it's light.
Sure.
That's smart.
Yeah, indeed.
Cool. I'll go up the roof and have a look from there. I don't really want to. Also, it takes me from logging all of those 20 cans.
So I want to
And it
help.
gives-
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, and it also gives me an overview of the surrounding area and the nature around it, seeing if I can recognize stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing as my PhD is in history and biology, so, just having a look out.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Like, it may take you a try or two, but you get up there. It's a flat roof. Flattish.
Do I see anything in the distance? Or do I see anything apart from trees?
That's trees all the way around. You see, like, in the distance between the trees, you see what could be a road. You're not quite sure. It's pretty far. Deducting
Do I have
from-
clear... Sorry, go ahead.
Deducting from last night or even early this morning, about 4:15 a.m., you imagine that there's a road there.
Do I have clear view of, like, the outhouse and the septic tank?
Yep, you sure do.
Okay. I'll sit down then and wait until the show begins, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's the rest doing?
I'm helping out with gasoline.
Filling the septic tank up with gas, but can I just poke my head in and see if I
Yeah,
can see
that's
anything?
exactly what I also want to do.
All right.
As we're doing it, just morbid curiosity.
How big is the hole?
Well, it's like a manhole cover size of a hole, and it has a padlock on it.
The other key.
Throw it from the roof. Come on.
No, you still have it, because you opened the door.
Okay,
Ah.
never mind.
Throw it back. So you try the key that you haven't used before, and it opens the padlock indeed. Take it off. What do you do?
Is everything ready in terms of gasoline and like, do we have it here?
Yeah, like, I mean, sure, you and Javier made quick work of those 20 cans. I mean, you're men. One trip is all it takes.
Like groceries up the
indeed.
stairs. Why do we all do that? Like, why?
Because fuck going back.
I do that.
Because we're inherently lazy as a species.
Can I get the file as well? The file, the note, all the tapes. Well, I'm just
Sure.
going to grab the trunk as well and try and ram that down.
Sure. Sure, but you open the manhole cover.
Here we go.
You looked inside, right? Morbid curiosity,
I point my gun at the hole.
indeed.
I'm trying not to look in there, but like, Fuck it, I'm looking. Just.
Smells pretty bad in there. Pretty rancid. And from deep inside the tank you hear, "Hello? Hello? Please help me. Please help me." And as the light streams in, you see a, for lack of a better word, a husk of a woman. Her hair has been pulled out. The hands of this person are bloody. Probably from scraping the walls of this tank. The feet and legs of this person are swollen due to, what you can guess, prolonged exposure to water. It's a woman. Pale gray. Skin over bone, and the skin is hanging loose in flaps, open sores, and she's looking at you. "Help me. Help me. You kept me here.
What do you see, Alexander?
Might be a bit of problem. I'm gonna pull out the silencer from my pistol and start screwing it on. I can help you, miss.
No.
I can help you. No.
No.
Your definition of help is different from mine, by the
no.
sound of it.
Don't kill me.
No, this will be out of your misery. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just shush, 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 shush.
Who are you talking to, Alexander?
Well, there's a woman down there in the tank. I'm guessing it is the woman from photo. She looks like she's been tortured and gone through enough. I feel like we might put her out of misery, you know? We'll put it to vote. We'll put it to vote. I see this is very controversial.
We shouldn't have looked in.
But the question is now, do we do the job we are sent here to do?
Of course
Destroy
we
all
do.
evidence? Okay, G-Man, I take it. I see what you mean.
Could we not have heard?
I don't know who you're even talking about.
If so, suppose we opened the hatch and poured in the gasoline without looking. Is there any chance that we could not have heard the woman?
No, the
That's
moment
hindsight, though.
Yeah, the moment you open it, she just calls out. Why are you standing there like that? Please help me. Get me out of here.
So what's your name?
What is it? It's Marlene.
Is that the woman
Yeah, that's
you
his
learned
wife.
about?
Yeah, that's his wife.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna put my hand in and... Pass me your hand, I will pull you out.
I pull out my gun. Don't do that.
No.
Pull your hand back, Alexander.
You really think one little lady is going to overpower all of us if this goes sour? We can
Yes.
always just start the fire and chuck her back in.
Answer me
And-
this. If the dog died of not eating, how is this woman still alive?
Astute point. Pull my
He
pistol,
did
put it to her head.
something to me. He learned things in that awful thing. Delta Green, he did things to me. I can die.
Well, burning her isn't going to help then either.
He found something. He found something. I had cancer and he got me back. Please.
I grab a can of gasoline and start opening the can.
Sana?
Yes, Raven. You object to this?
Can I come down? Because I know that there's commotion and I want to know what's going on.
Sure. You hop on down.
And walk towards the septic tank and ask what's going on.
There's lady inside, the wife of former agent. She knows about the agency. She cannot survive.
She said she had cancer. You said you had cancer. Can you tell me a bit more? And he found something. What did he find?
Something unnatural. Please show me so you. It's a lovely voice. Can I see your face?
No.
You
Sorry.
remind me of my granddaughter. He talks about her a lot.
Wait, you said you know a lot about the occult, right?
Yes,
No, not you.
Yes, I do.
me too.
But not unnatural stuff.
So,
I know about natural stuff.
Do you think he used whatever forbidden methods to keep her alive?
He did. She's just screaming out. He did.
Yeah, no, I get it.
so I noticed that earlier she was talking in the present tense about him. She has no way of knowing that he's dead.
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know, right? So,
Where's one ton?
should we tell her?
Are you asking the group or me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what are
What
you
good will
talking
it do?
about? Who's that?
Don't worry, we're just having a little conversation. We'll get back to you.
Just
I
get me
closed the
out of
lid.
here! No, don't close the lid!
Septic tank.
No! And you hear her just wailing and banging on the side of the tank.
I'll put the lock back on.
So
Well-
listen up.
Jesus
Joining Delta
Christ.
Green. Joining Delta Green has been my dream. I say we burn her.
I want to get to the bottom of, like, I want to know a little bit more about what he
Thank
did to her.
But that is not our job. Our
I
job
know.
is to destroy all evidence.
We
And
will.
if she grabs a hook in your mind to save her, it has all been futile.
I don't want to save her. I want to know what he did so we can report that back to the agency because he clearly went beyond what he should have done.
That's true.
And I think
Yeah.
they should know about that.
Stapler didn't know about the cabin.
No.
So let's tell her. Let's tell her her husband is dead, and then burn her.
I agree.
Ice cold.
But before, we also take all the tapes and the files back to Stapler. So we can investigate the next part of this.
I know that he said that he could get rid of them, but I don't think he knows about this, and I think he should know about this. So that's why I wanted to know more.
Yeah.
Not because I think we should keep her alive. Because like Judd said, if the dog is dead, she should have been dead.
And she's been staying in a septic tank with no fresh water for God knows
Yeah.
how long. Yeah.
Hell no.
She's telling us she can't die.
Yeah,
We
but
know
maybe
more than enough.
I don't agree.
Really be old.
We should
Who's
really
for?
put her out of her misery.
Okay. Open the thing, pull my pistol, put it to her head.
Wait.
Oh, yes. Safety was on. Sorry. Yes. You were saying?
All right, guys, what are you doing? Let me know.
I say, Marlene,
Yes.
your husband is dead.
No. No, you're lying.
No, we're not. He told us in very clear words that we should burn you.
Why? He was
Because
a
you
very
are-
sick man, always looking for terrible secrets. He did something strange to me, some kind of awful pagan prayer, and I did not deserve this.
When did this happen? How long ago? How long have you been like this?
A year, a month, I don't know. What time is it?
What's the
What if
last thing you
what-
remember?
Darkness. Please let me out. I just need
And
air.
before that, Marlene, calm down. What's the thing that you
Why?
remember
Would you
before the
let me
darkness?
out? What's happening? He came here and he tried to make me his slave, but it didn't work out. So he locked me in. Whatever he did, it kept me from dying. Please, I just want some air and light. I just need to sleep.
I start
Yeah, I
pouring in the gasoline.
I think it's time.
All right.
Alexander, do you want to maybe put her out of her misery before we start burning her?
She
Well, I
can't die.
can't, but I don't think she can die, so I'm gonna shoot both her kneecaps so she can't move.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Just
We're doing this.
yes. I'm sorry, this is for your own good. You are not natural.
Just so you know, I'm already pouring in the gasoline.
You're already
And
pouring in the gasoline.
Void
indeed.
is holding a lighter already, I believe.
Yep.
All right.
Just so we are ready to go.
All right. So Alexander is really firing with gasoline being poured in next to him. Is this what I'm understanding?
I pull out my crossbow.
With exploding bolts.
No, just normal standard wood. No metal at all. No, I'm not gonna fire. I'm just gonna stop. Just basically pour.
All right, everybody, give me your dex score.
60.
55.
65.
50.
65, 50. Alexander,
60.
60. Javier,
65.
65. 65. So, the way combat works, or indeed initiative works, in Delta Green, is it's based off your dex score. So the higher your dex score, the earlier you go. Which means that, apart from Mrs. Bauman, the way this is gonna go is Javier, Jan, Javier, Void, Alexander, Jed, and Raven. But the thing in our little area is hella fast and jumps out of the tank. standing next to Javier and Jet. Javier, you're up. What do you get? One action. 1 second rounds. Let's do this.
Is one action... Is moving an action?
Moving is an action.
Okay, how far away is she from me? Like,
Well, you were standing
meter,
next
2
to
meter?
the hole with a lighter, so she's basically a meter away from you.
yeah, because she looks pretty frail, I'm going to try and grab her, if possible, from behind, so that she can't bite me. And then I will try to like either restrain her arms or try to restrain her arms and wait until one of the others can assist in like lowering her back down into the hole.
Alrighty. Roll me a unarmed attack.
Just a D100?
Yeah, it's an unarmed attack. It's on your
12.
character sheet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's one of the skills.
Unarmed
yeah.
combat, indeed.
Unarmed combat 40 and I rolled a 12.
You rolled a 12, so you grab her arms. Alright. You feel the moment you grab her, her skin sagging off her arms loosely. Roll me a sanity check.
Of course.
Yeah. 86 and sanity. Is sanity just in my power for starting out?
It's
Oh no, it's sanity power. It's sanity point 70, so I fail.
You fail, alright. That means that you take 2 sanity point loss. Alright.
My sanity.
Void, what do you do?
Did we already pour gasoline into the?
There's some gasoline in the tank, yes.
Would that mean that there's also some gasoline on her?
Sure.
I tried to light her
Alright, with what?
with my lighter.
He had it in his hand already.
Yeah, did you have a lighter in your hand? Yeah.
I said it explicitly.
Alright, yeah, sure. Roll me an unarmed attack, Mr. Void. Unarmed combat.
98 is like really good, right?
You basically you have the lighter, and it's one of those big lighters, you know, with the thingy, and you throw it, not realizing that the moment you let it go, the light stops, the fire stops. So it just like it completely misses her, and the fire is off. That's your action, Alex.
Well, if Javier's grabbing her,
Mm-hmm.
how far away am I? Would I be able to literally lunge, kick her in the knees and
Yes,
basically
you for
break
sure
her
can.
knees?
You for sure
Right,
can
I'll
try.
I'm just gonna run and just jump and just stamp on a knee.
Unarmed
bending it the
attack,
wrong way.
unarmed combat.
Boom!
Would he get advantage if I'm
Woohoo!
restraining her?
I got a
He
7.
doesn't even need
You
it.
got a 7.
No, I don't need it.
Alright, you're 7. Let's see. Roll me. What's your unarmed combat?
60.
60. Simple weapons. 1d4 minus 1.
Well, let's roll a 1d4. 2, so 1.
So, alrighty. Keeping track of this. Alright. Mr. Judd.
Just because I'm not familiar with the system.
Neither are we.
No, but just from my own imagination, I'm thinking like either I help Xavier push her back in, but does it give any advantage or Xavier any advantage in doing it together, or like how does it work here?
Well, you can try to grab her, indeed. The point is that you would try to pin her, and she is gonna fight the fuck back. Yeah, you can try to grab onto her, and that would be your action. And then you can both try to, on your turns, try to push her into the hole.
Okay, so another question. Did Alexander's damage seemed to actually damage her ability to walk or anything? Like, did it do structural damage to her body?
Oh, what you saw is that she was like, her knee cracked, and it popped back in place.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
Did she have any pain? Did it hurt her?
What's your human intelligence? Human ints?
70.
17 or 70?
70. 7-0.
7-0.
7-0.
Didn't really seem phased.
Okay.
And you said I can pin her, but I cannot push her back into the... because we're both standing right next to it.
Well, to try to push her back in, you need to first grab her, and you have one action. It's like split seconds. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Each round or
just
turn
trying to
is
understand
1 second.
Okay. I'm gonna pin her as... I'm gonna try to pin her as well. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab her legs and try to lift them up. So she's like off the ground.
Alright. Roll me a unarmed combat.
Okay. 22 under 50.
That's a critical success.
Oh yeah, of course.
22. So you grab them and you lift one or two of them up. Next up is Raven.
So since she is off the ground, can I push, well, everyone who's holding her forward so she's sort of over the tank?
Oh yeah.
Because she's off the ground now and someone's holding her, can I push everyone forward so once someone drops her, she's back in?
You can certainly try with a strength check, Raven.
I'm pretty strong.
Indeed you are.
So let me do that.
Try it.
Please roll success.
45. So that's under 70.
45. So your muscular PhD body, all those books, carrying all those books, you push them over the opening. All right. It's her turn again. What she does is try to escape.
Over the hole. We let her go, she should fall.
Rolls. Oh yes. She rolls a 73, which is for her a success.
Dang girl.
Dang girl. So she kicks Judd by wrestling in the face.
But what determines the success here? Like, what is the... Is it her unarmed combat?
It is something she has and she rolled under it.
Okay.
So you
Trying
get
to
to
understand
know.
how this
we,
works.
we can't contest it.
Yeah,
If we
that's what
can't
I was
contest
asking.
It isn't like a contested strength roll or something
No,
like that?
it's not.
Okay.
No. Mm, Nope. Not that I can see right now. Give me 1 second.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Remember, we have the garden shears. Just chop a head off.
I was thinking
No,
of
well,
stabbing her
because
with
you're,
that.
you're pinning her and holding her, I'm not gonna allow a dodge or anything. You take 2 points of damage as she kicks you in the face, Judd.
And that's just HP?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Taking it like a champ.
taking it like a champ. Roll me a, because you're trying to keep hold of her, a regular old strength roll.
Whew. 69 under 60. Over 60, sorry.
Indeed. 69. Nice. But you let go of her feet and are pushed back a step.
Okay.
Which means that next up is Javier. Wait, I'll roll a luck roll to see where her feet land. Ooh, she is
she's over
pretty
the
much
hole.
dangling over the hole right now.
Oh.
Javier, what do you do?
Drop her in.
Well, if she's dangling over the hole,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to first I'm just gonna lower her a bit to make sure that her feet are actually like in the hole,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to drop her
Mm-hmm.
and push down on her shoulders.
Alright, you hear her scream. No! Void, what do you do?
Did she drop into the hole?
Yeah, I imagine that Javier also let go of her the moment she fell in. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just
I
pushing on her shoulders.
I slammed the hatch.
Slam the hatch.
Shut.
Alright. What's everybody else doing right now?
I out of initiative, I imagine.
Yeah,
I put the padlock back on.
that's what I wanted to hear. Because else we were going right back into initiative.
Yeah.
You slam the padlock back on and you hear her scream, unholy screams. No! I can't.
This is why I don't like. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Like you cut out when you're really loud.
Yeah, you cut out.
Yeah.
no!
So
No! Yeah, see, I see myself cut out. She's screaming, like unholy screams, yelling, screaming, telling you guys, if you let me go, I have information about the cosmos. Delta
Is
Green
there-
can use me!
No.
Is there any other opening in the tank that's maybe
Yeah.
smaller?
Yeah, the shitter. We can pour the gasoline in through the shit pipe.
Let's do it.
Well,
'Cause
septic
that goes
tanks are
into the
probably
septic
gonna have a
tank.
vent in there for all the methane coming off them.
Need a plunger.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that's what I was
Uh,
thinking. Like Luke, there must be like an air outlet.
But the
Nothing,
outhouse
literally
is where the outhouse is where the shit goes into the septic tank.
Yeah, sure, either.
But wait a minute, the septic tank wasn't used to for. It wasn't used for the poop. It was just
No.
used to
Indeed.
to keep her.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
So
No,
is
there
there a
has to
vent
be
hole?
vent.
Yeah, vent hole. That's the word.
No, you can try
There
to
should be
pour
like
it into
an
the vent hole.
overpressure
Sure.
valve or something.
There's probably also a pressure valve somewhere. You could also. I'm trying to help here. You could also try to make a little hole.
I was
in the
going to
side
say,
of the tank.
does it come out slightly? Can I just
Yeah.
shoot a hole into it?
Yeah, you could shoot a hole in there. Sure,
Oh wow, easily solved.
indeed.
I shoot a hole horizontally near the top so it doesn't go right through the bottom of it, and all the gas come out.
Yeah, smart. All right, and like the moment the hole is there, the screams are louder because they can escape the confines of this metal septic tank, and she's just screaming, begging, pleading, trying to bargain with you. What do you do?
We're in gasoline.
Pour in gasoline, indeed.
Gasoline, gasoline.
I get a rag as well.
gasoline.
I take a bit of my t-shirt, well, my top, rip out a bit of the lining out from my coat,
Mm-hmm.
wrap it up, douse it in gasoline, and poke it in the edge of the hole as a fuse. So it's like a Molotov cocktail.
All right. Does anybody of you have explosives as a skill? Or something
it's-
equivalent?
I have military science.
I have military science and demolitions.
Demolitions
SIGINT.
and military science, both of them could be used. It's a confined space, basically. And lighting something in a confined space might trigger an explosion.
That's why I've left the rag, so it slowly goes up the rag. Like a fuse.
And a septic tank explosion, isn't that rare, I believe?
Indeed.
No, but everyone should stay well back.
Judd,
To be
get
honest,
the
I
car
think we
running.
should. Yeah.
The only thing is, I would like to ask within the group if someone has specific knowledge to this type of ritual, creature, whatever. And I suppose that's something that I have to ask through the DM.
Yeah, it would, but no. You all have.
Because
Yeah.
my question is actually like, would fire actually kill her?
Only one way to find out.
So
So do we stay or do we go?
You're the thing I feel like gonna.
So like it's even with the piece of cloth,
Mm-hmm.
the explosion might happen quite unexpectedly.
Mm-hmm.
So can we whip up a trigger, electric trigger?
Well, with your electronic skills, yeah, you could.
Okay. So we can basically get in the car and at a safe distance just
Did we investigate the house enough? Have we found every piece of evidence there?
I was
Yeah,
gonna say I'm gonna
yeah.
load up all the
I'm just
stuff from the house.
yeah, because you poured everything that you found in the food locker down in the septic tank, right? Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna help you there. Indeed, you found everything.
Did
Okay.
we? Or did we keep it and wanted to give it back to Delta Green?
No,
For
no,
them
no.
to have a look
No,
because
no.
they didn't know. Okay.
They want us to destroy it.
Okay. Sure.
we can
I-
always relay the information.
I think the one of the like lore things of Delta Green is they are not interested in understanding this. They want to get rid of everything that is on this world that relates to this shit.
Yeah, and,
No.
and try to stop the apocalypse from happening every day.
It's
Day in,
more
day
of the
out.
Delta Greens probably took out this bloke, and we're now the cleanup crew because they knew what he was
No,
doing
he died of
already.
natural causes. Like
Oh.
I said last session, this is not a murder mystery.
Oh yeah.
No, exactly. But like, it's something you have to. Well, you don't have to, but depending on the character you play, like the Delta Green is very clear. Like, we're not trying to learn more. We just want to fucking burn it away from this world.
Yeah. Alright, so you rig up a electric trigger as the thing that was once Marlene Baumann keeps screaming, yelling. You drive away. Triggering the explosion. And you hear a god-awful bang in the distance, and you know that the septic tank has blown. What do you do?
Well, me personally, purposely look the other way, so because cool guys don't look at the explosion.
Well, we don't immediately drive away. We should see whether she's actually dead. So Judd would go back quickly to take a look to see if
I would go
she's
with him.
actually
I-
expired.
I get behind the wheel of the car, just in case, to make the fastest getaway we can if there is anything.
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Gun out. Judd is going for it.
Alright. Raven, you wanted to ask something? Or tell something? Or say
No,
something?
I was
Alright.
gonna come with.
Alright. So, who's going to the former septic tank? Alright. Everybody except Void is moving towards the septic tank. And the thing that strikes you immediately are the cries of pain coming from the explosion ground. And as you get closer, you see a broken body on fire, trying to claw its way out of the hole it's been made, but it's fire. Fire all around. And even long after this monstrosity should have been silent and dead and lying still, it keeps on crawling, keeps on screaming. Goes on for about 10 minutes. As the scream dissipates into a high-pitched whine, inaudible even. Everybody who's there, roll me a sanity check.
Nice.
Of course.
Fucking hell.
Oh yeah,
I
8.
succeed.
Do I have to roll under sanity points?
Always under.
50 under 65.
Anybody,
46.
anybody fail?
No.
You're also tough hombres.
Mm-hmm. We had to do it.
Indeed. And as this monstrosity finally lays still, you feel something you have never felt before. Like the shadow of a ghost passing by you. And as you look back to the house, you hear something moving. Something scurrying. and you hear growling, growling, barking, barking, and you see darting away from the house what looks like a dead dog.
Fuck.
Mission accomplished? Sort of, kind of.
Question mark.
Question mark?
Holy
Question mark?
Unless-
Fuck.
Can we call Stapler?
Sure.
Just ring him up. It is done.
All right,
We
head back
should-
to the office for a debrief.
Oh, yeah, we should definitely bury her body somewhere else instead of a septic tank.
Yes.
And possibly chop her up into bits. Because we don't want that to reattach or do anything again.
Dang, girl.
Well, you know. Better be safe than sorry.
Yes.
You know, we've seen some shit. All right, so you do that. You chop her up. You bury all the pieces at different places. Do you head back into town towards Stapler for a debrief?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This is something you have to decide together. Are you all gonna tell the truth? Are you all gonna leave out some stuff, like the dead dog that ran away? Think about it. And we might visit or revisit this another time. Thank you all for joining me on the intro to Delta Green.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Holy fuck.
Well, that got dark, didn't it?
That dog is gonna fuck shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fun though. Good fun.
Oh, very